Hey, it's the boys. We back. PSNBS episode 82.
Yeah, we're getting up there.
Hey, man, shout out to all the listeners. Shout out to YouTubers. Shout out to all the patrons. If you haven't already, go show support. Follow us at
games?
Today we're going to be talking some gaming.
You know, the sounds would be there.
Yeah, the sound will be there.
And some Mortal Kombat.
Very little gaming. A lot of Mortal Kombat.
Hey, before all that, let me see what my guy's been up to. Yes, Lexx ain't here. It's his birthday, so he dipped on us.
Yeah, he was not fucking with us.
He got all the excuses.
Yeah,
He's got a book. What am I gonna hit him with today? Let's see.
Yeah, drunk. He got drunk. He got sick. He got stuff to do. He got a book to read.
Mm-hmm.
He got a concert, even though he quit drumming like 6 years ago.
Yeah,
he got all kinds of shit.
Okay,
wow, damn. Put him out there like that.
Yeah, that sounded crazy. Yo, Bobby, what's good, man? What you up on?
Oh man, got back on Outriders a little bit with my cousins.
Oh,
All right.
sorry.
A lot of 2K. Again, a lot of freaking 2K. You know what I haven't said in a while? Destiny, and I still ain't played that shit.
See, that's what's up, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
Destiny got moved to the external.
Yeah, that shit. I mean, it's almost there. I mean, once some of these other new games coming out, I'm gonna make some hard decisions.
You know how they put the apps you use in front? His is like you can't see it anymore. He got to actually go to the library.
Yeah, I gotta go to the library to find it and then scroll down like 6 pages. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Watch Mortal Kombat, which is the reason why we're here,
Mm-hmm.
where we're gonna talk about later. And you know what? I'm just gonna say it. Show of the week, show of the month, show of the last 2 months. Falcon and Winter Soldier. Oh my God!
I'm on episode 2.
Same.
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm caught up. Y'all need to stop slacking. That shit is fire.
I'm watching a lot of shit lately, bro.
Yes. All right, I'm done.
Invincible, bro.
Ooh.
Yo, you got to give me that damn Amazon shit so I can watch it.
I got you. Yo, Biggs.
Yo.
Oh, no. Stills, that's it?
Yeah, I'm done. Let's
Yo,
get this
Biggs.
rolling. I'm ready.
Oh, you ready for the smoke?
I'm ready for the smoke.
What's good, man? OVO.
It's good, y'all. You already know. It's your boy Biggs, most level 1 in the crew. You already know here's the first game for the world. I just type in episode. All right, episode PSBS. Let's get it on Lexx.
He put
Episode
the speed up on that one.
Because we're trying to get to it, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You right.
This week, let's see. Resident Evil 8 Castle demo. I made the appointment. Actually, we forgot about the appointment.
Yeah, we did.
We got reminded.
Who reminded us? Rashi, I think.
Yeah. Somebody in Discord.
No, she's like, don't forget the Resident Evil 8 demo. And we're like,
yeah,
shit. We were in the middle of the game, too. We're like, oh, shit.
Yeah, shout out to the bullshitters, man.
We were in the middle of
Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in the middle of Avengers.
I picked up Avengers because there was a certain conversation I had at work with Lexx. And
It wasn't a conversation. We were voluntold.
Well, he had to get something off his chest. So he was like, "Oh no, man! Like I know I'll be playing solo, but like when it comes to like games like Avengers, like I play with randos because I need help, and I thought I had friends that could play the game with me, so I need the help." I was like, "Whoa!" He's like,
so that's why when you said that he flipped, because I never heard that part.
Yeah, I was like, "Okay, so wait." He was like, "Oh, you guys all played the beta, and nobody bought it. Trav's waiting for it to be 50 cents."
What do you mean nobody bought it? I bought it.
I was like, "Oh shit!" He has smoke for Trav. He had smoke for everybody because nobody was playing Avengers.
I bought it.
Everybody else got smoke.
Everybody said fuck Avengers when it actually came out. So I was like, all right, Lexx, you got to answer me one thing. If I buy the game, because I'm valid to swipe a card. That's one thing about me. I'll swipe first and ask questions later.
That's crazy.
If I swipe the card, will you play? That's just the 3 words you got to ask Lexx.
If I swipe the cards, can I still go to the streets?
I said, will you play? He said, yes. So I swiped the card that night. So I started playing that. That was a couple days ago. Have yet to play with Lexx.
Yeah, we played twice.
Well, we've played.
Yeah,
I've yet to play with Lexx, which is the reason why I bought it.
Right.
Lexx. So I've been having a good time with that. It's decent. It looks great on PS5. It runs a lot better than it did on PS4. I couldn't possibly imagine playing that shit for real on PS4. No way.
No.
Other than that, played a lot of Valhalla. Getting into Valhalla. I got stuck on like one of those puzzles in Asgard, but I ended up getting through it not too long ago, earlier today. So just been running around Asgard, and on the movie show cinema side of things, I started watching Young Justice on HBO Max. I got into kind of the superhero animated series. I watched Spectacular Spider-Man a couple months ago, and I was pretty much telling Lexx, because that's the guy I talk to about things like that. He told me to watch Invincible. He didn't let me down. He told me to watch The Boys. He didn't let me down. So I pretty much asked him for a little bit of guidance on the next one. And he said, if you never watched Young Justice, give it a shot. And I've been loving it. I'm like 20 episodes in. It's doing good right now. I like it. All caught up on Invincible. Wow. If you don't watch Invincible,
can I hear a TV in my background?
No.
Okay, because my wife's got that shit on like a million.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, go ahead.
Also, Mortal Kombat the movie. We had a nice little movie night at Steele's house. Had the nacho table patrons. You've seen it on the Patreon.
Yeah,
You've seen how we was moving. That shit looked crazy, and it was great. It was delicious. Had a lot of fun. It was cool hanging out with the guys, watching the movie all with the guys, getting everybody's reaction in the moment. Oh shit!
Party pack.
Party pack, all that. It was a nice chill night. And last but not least, Sunday night, went to go see Demon Slayer Mugen Train. One of the greatest anime films of all time.
Take me out of this.
All time. It's a Japanese bestseller in the theaters.
Oh my God.
It is.
Bro, be honest.
Okay.
It was about you and 4 other people in that movie theater.
Well, he had 10 on his own.
I went with 15 men.
Oh, now it's 15? So y'all had the whole theater?
I had Oro. I purchased 10 tickets. Me.
Okay.
Then we had 7 people meet us.
Now it's 17. Yo, he's just throwing numbers all over the place.
Yeah,
First
it was
10, then it's 15. Now it's 17.
Look, the point is, it's more than 4. My people alone made up more than 4. And I don't even know why you're talking crazy like that, because that shit is neck and neck with Mortal Kombat being only shown in half the amount of theaters. Are you kidding me? That's a different conversation for a different time. All right. Demon Slayer Mugen Train, one of the best anime films ever. I might even say the best, but I'm going to just, without causing debate, I loved it. It was great. Shout out to my boy Rengoku. Set your heart ablaze. That's my guy. But that's all I've been up to this week.
Was it subbed or dubbed in the theater?
Sub. Well, they show both, but I picked sub.
Oh, okay. So you have your choice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Trav.
All right, Trav.
Hey, man,
the self-proclaimed
the
almighty.
Hey, man. Where should I start, man? Avengers. Lexx came to me. He told me a story. Hey, man, you get Avengers, man. You can play with me. I was like, damn, I never got to play with Lexx like that. So pause.
Wow.
Yeah.
My mind wasn't even there for once. For once, my mind was not there.
I was like, I'll go ahead and get Avengers. It's only $20-something bucks. I'll push the button. I'm having a good time, man. Hulk. I'm getting back in the mojo, getting my Hulk guy up. So I'm liking that. The only thing that I'm upset about is that little battle pass challenge card, whatever. I feel like during the beta, I was able to max that shit out in like 2 days. Now this shit feel like it's gonna take me 2 months just to get another outfit. So
because all the damn cooldowns you get 2 dailies, 2 weekly, 2 weeklies,
and the weeklies are so
I gotta wait 5 days.
They're like dailies. The weeklies
I get
are like
the
dailies.
weeklies done before the dailies. Like the dailies are harder to do than the weeklies.
The
Exactly.
weeklies kill 10 enemies. Okay.
Right.
What the fuck do I do for 5 days?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So got that out of there. Invincible, Mortal Kombat with the gang. That's what I'm pretty much be on, man. It's been low key, man.
I ain't gonna lie, I had an extra ticket to Demon Slayer. I'm glad I didn't take Trav ass, man. Because I thought about it. For like a split second, I thought about it. I was like,
wow.
I mean,
he chill.
See how it is.
It's like giving him a free copy of FF7 Remake. He don't deserve that.
Wow.
He deserve that.
The streets been blessing me too much. You didn't want to be the next person to bless me,
You got Demon Slayers? Did you buy Demon Souls? You bought Demon Souls? Did you buy Demon Souls?
Hey, the Cash App is having issues with my bank right now.
Oh,
Cash App
speaking of the bank, we got to talk after this. Yeah,
the Cash App's having issues with your bank.
No, I'm joking though. I'll buy it soon. I'm gonna be buying it soon. I got the money.
I'll buy it soon.
I'm not gonna buy it right now. I'm on the podcast.
I'll buy it soon.
All right. So Introductions are done.
Yeah.
No game of the week. We did TV show of the week this week. We're doing different things. Lexx ain't here. We're doing our own shit.
We'll do whatever we want.
Yeah. Let's get into we're gonna do things backwards. Let's get into games first, real quick. That weird Resident Evil demo schedule release thing. We actually made both dates.
Yeah, somehow.
And I'm curious to see what you guys thought. I want you to compare both the village and the castle part. Did you like either one of them any more than the other?
Well, I only watched
both of them equally.
What did I watch from y'all? That was a castle, right?
You watched the castle from. Oh, you didn't do the first one at all?
Remember, I was out of town.
Oh, that's right. All right. Well, Biggs, then what do you feel between the two of them?
Village blew castle out of the fucking water.
Thank you.
Really?
100%.
I don't know what was up with. I don't know what. That was Maiden. We played Maiden with a gun in our hand.
Yes. Remember when the first demo came out and they said this has nothing to do with the game?
And I said that was cap. I said,
it's just so you can see what the game is about.
Visual.
So castle part was the whole. So we replayed the damn thing we already played.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on here? They added a little bit different things. You had to crawl through over here. You got to. They did add a little bit of extra things, but nothing crazy. I don't know.
Too many Easter eggs that you can't actually do, which got me like. It's not that you don't have enough time, but it's like literally they're like of items you either can't obtain in the demo or it's just not that section of the game. And it's like I have all these open things that I can place items that I don't have in, and it makes me feel like a mess because now I'm scrambling because I'm thinking I'm in a time limit, but I can do these things. So I'm like scrambling. I get the demo done in like 9 minutes because I'm trying to rush through it. But then I go back to see if I can find those items for those Easter egg thingies, and you can't. I guess you just can't do it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anybody do it. The wine bottle shit, the shit by the shop. Like the only thing is the glass eye shit. Other than that, I don't know. I haven't seen anybody do it.
I still plan on getting it, but I don't know, man. That the castle part for me right now is lackluster. I really enjoyed being in the village. And then the whole, we're gonna give you an hour. They didn't give us an hour. They gave us an hour of total time, but we had to play it twice to use the hour. Usually, games that give you timed demos,
it's like the full game.
Entire game. Go as far as you can go in that hour. It's wide open. Once that hour is up, you locked out. No, this was like, congratulations, you beat it in 15 minutes.
Right.
15 minutes? I still got 15 minutes. Why can't you just let me keep going 15 more minutes? You know? So I don't know.
That's why that's why I don't see the point of why was this like a timed demo?
It's a demo with an end, but it's still timed.
But it's timed.
What they should have did was just give you an hour.
This shit sounds
have the little village move straight into the castle the way it was looking, give you that little bit of extra time, and then that's it.
Right.
Give it one swoop thing.
Why are they trying to reinvent the ball?
And again, they put us in a place at a different part of the game than where Village left off.
Yeah.
At this point, he's already familiar with the sisters. He's already familiar with Mother Miranda, and they kind of just dropped them in a random part of the castle. So that was like, I don't even know how it connects at this point. And I just think the village all around was like, you know, it was even more because remember, Steels, you said, the village is going to be more of this and the castle is going to be more scary or whatever you said. I forget what you said exactly.
Oh, one's going to be more suspenseful.
Yeah.
And then the other one's going to be more like horror.
Action.
And I feel like the village was both. Was
both.
Yeah, it was more of both. Yeah, I mean, it was extremely short. It didn't really do anything for me. It didn't satisfy any hunger or anything like that.
I'd rather them just give me half an hour of straight gameplay in the village and leave me alone.
Yeah, I think don't have an game at this point.
Don't have an end to the demo. That's ridiculous. Yeah, so that's why I didn't want to spend too much time on that game.
The demo. Yeah, at this point, just give me the game. It's not too far out. 2 weeks, maybe something like that. Just give me the game.
What is it, like May 7th? I think it was.
This is the 30th, so it should be.
Yeah. So, all right,
Returnal
on Friday.
Yeah,
that's the game release y'all need to know about.
I'm returning my thoughts on the Returnal. Yeah. Sorry, not getting it.
I'm returning my thoughts on the Returnal.
Because Returnal, the more it gets close to Returnal and the more stuff that is shown on Returnal,
and the more I find out,
it's starting
to
seem like it's going to be a headache. It's going to be a headache.
Bloodborne.
But you know, Resogun was not an easy game.
I loved Resogun. I loved it too. It was fun.
It was fun, but it wasn't an easy game. When you get into those higher levels,
you just fly around and you shoot shit.
But when you get knocked off, you get knocked off. So I'm so now this seems like a 3D over-the-shoulder third-person Resogun now. The more I see it, it's like, bro, this is some... I'm going to have to dodge, dip, dodge, duck.
Once they said...
particle that's popping at the screen.
Once I saw you die, you go back. You die, you lose your shit. I'm out.
It's like Dead Cells. Dead Cells is kind of like
that. Dead Cells. That's what somebody wanted to play too.
Dead Cells is like that.
But nah.
And I'm not usually a fan of
I'm already locked in for Demon Souls. Why do I want to get another game that's gonna be damn there?
You gotta buy Demon Souls. You're not
first of all, the patrons, the bullshitters, have paid for Demon Souls.
Yeah.
Demon Souls is already paid for.
Is it?
It's paid.
Is it?
Yes, I got
the funds are there.
Yeah.
The game's not paid for yet.
I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna take off my hard drive to put Demon Souls on. That's all.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
It's gonna get done though.
Around. But yeah, I'm not getting Returnal day one.
I'll probably get it.
Completely changed my mind.
It all depends on how I feel on Friday.
Yeah, same. I mean, I'm kind of in the mindset of getting.
I'm kind of like, when is the reviews gonna start dropping? You think it's gonna be a before launch?
Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
You think
Wednesday? Yeah.
You think so?
Oh yeah, people already got this game.
I understand that, but certain games like to hold their reviews to be drop when the game drops, like or if they know if they know the game is really good, they'll have it drop before the game even comes out. Like you said, like tomorrow, like 3 days out, 2 days out. Or if they really think like it might be scary, that shit might never come out, or it might come out after launch. So, what are you guys betting on? You guys are betting on tomorrow. I'm thinking of an early review. I'm thinking review before the game.
I'm at this point. I'm waiting for Christmas sale
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Wait, what? He said Christmas sales.
Yeah. When it goes on sale for Christmas, then I might get it.
That sounds crazy.
Tomorrow or Wednesday, I think, for the review at least.
All right. So, the meat and the potatoes.
Yeah.
The big boy.
Yeah. Let's get right into
it. Mortal Kombat movie aired Friday.
And we're not talking about the original. We're talking about the 2021 release.
Yes. And as Big said, we had a little viewing here at my house. I even went as far as to go buy a sound bar because
with the sub.
Yeah, with the sub. You got to have the noise. You got to have the sound. You can't just listen to it on regular TV speakers. Fuck that. Mm-hmm. So we watched it. We felt one super type way about it. We all loved it.
Hold on. Are we just gonna say?
Then we started hearing. Hold on. Then we started hearing all this other backlash and people. Wait, what? You said what? Listen, the last 3 or 4 days, I've been doing nothing but defend this movie.
He's been in the deep end of the pool.
Okay, listen. I wake up at 3:45 in the morning every day. I'm usually in bed no later than 10 o'clock.
I went to bed last night.
I was up last night to 11 p.m. arguing with the Discord chat.
Wow,
4 people and me going back at it. Yes, I see you. I see you pointing down there in the green room. You were one of them. No, you said a couple of things in the beginning.
That was it. And I was like,
yeah, I was up to 11 o'clock. Send. Oh, what? Send. Yeah. Yo, it was nuts. So, unfortunately, we did record this a little later than normal.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lexx.
Well, Lexx and our location too. Our location at a private party, and we couldn't accommodate the time.
There wasn't supposed to be no episode.
There wasn't supposed to be an episode. But after what happened last night in Discord, and with all the reviewing and Mortal Kombat being big, whether it's good or bad, we're gonna get into that here very shortly. This had to happen.
You felt compelled.
It had to happen. I got on the boys. I'm like, even if Lexx isn't here, we got to do it. So
I gotta talk my shit.
We have
to.
2, not 1, 2 special guests that we brought.
2 haters.
To help with this little debate.
Because 2 haters. You got 2 haters in the building.
We overall, like the movie. So we're gonna be for the pros, the positives. We're gonna be debating on why it's good. We have Inglewood, which is one of our
Travis's
longtime
arch nemesis.
Travis's arch nemesis.
Travis rival.
Yes,
Fucking
Travis
Gary.
still has not
Go
beat
prove
him
it,
in Fuser. I almost said Pfizer. Oh my god, Fuser. One of our patrons, one of our level 50 bullshitters. He was able to come in, and he's gonna be on. He'll probably be a little on both sides, but he does have some bad things. That he has some things that he don't like about it, and that's what we want. We don't want to just have us to sit here and say it was great just because, you know. And then our buddies, our coworker, Greg. I've mentioned him numerous times on the podcast. Now
Greg
you finally get to meet him. Greg is here. I can only imagine how this is going to go. Jesus. So, with no further ado, let's bring them in for this debate. Yeah. We got Inglewood.
Yo.
What's up? What's up? And we got Greg.
Yeah, keep them at the bottom.
What's up?
Keep
what's
them at
up?
the bottom.
Good.
Keep them split.
Yeah. So 3 and 2.
Keep them.
Why you gotta keep Bobby on top of me? Why is Bobby on top of me?
What?
Whoa.
Hey,
Why is Bobby on top of me?
Hold on. I'll be on the middle. Yeah. I got enough love to give around.
Yeah, he gonna evenly distribute it.
Yeah. Well, let's evenly distribute the weight in the damn screen. Let's go.
Okay. All right, heard that.
So, movie came out Friday.
Why does Inglewood have my shirt on? First of all,
wow.
Shit.
What?
I own that shirt. Only y'all should be wearing that shirt. It's not something.
See, why is it a movie?
You think it was only a one-off?
You
think that was only a one-off?
I thought so when I saw it in Target.
Trav.
Was it the only one on the rack?
Was the only one in my size.
You see how like 2 seconds ago we were talking about Mortal Kombat and Trav had immediate smoke to Inglewood?
Yo, he's like a dog with squirrel. The second he sees a squirrel, he's gone.
Yeah.
That's it. So, all right. Before we get going and we get into this debate, pros and cons, I want to get the agreements out of the way because I know we all agree on the same thing. Can we all agree? The fighting sequences and the fatalities was amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the most part, yeah.
Can we all agree with that? The fighting was good. The fatality.
He should have walked him down the path.
But the thing is, Greg will never 100% be with something.
You have to do it at some point anyway. So might as well get it out the way.
Because you said it at work. The fighting is what's good.
Well, no.
You said that.
Let me explain.
Okay.
Oh, we already got an explanation on it. Damn, I can't even. Okay.
90% of the fighting was dope.
Okay.
You could see like the actors actually knew what they were doing. The choreography was lit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, I told somebody about this the other day, and I was like, listen, they need to get females who know how to do martial arts and put it in these movies, because when the 2 chicks are fighting, it looks way too choreographed, and you can actually see them counting the hits in their head when they're
counting
fighting.
the steps,
and it's trash, bro.
Okay.
When the
like Mary-Kate and Ashley trying to do martial arts.
Huh?
They had fucking Mary-Kate and Ashley trying to do martial arts. Jesus.
Wow.
Okay, so let me rephrase that.
That's the only thing that really bothered me about it.
Overall, the fighting was good.
Overall, the fighting was good.
We all enjoyed it.
The fighting is
we all enjoyed it.
Parts of the movie.
We all enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we say? Damn, what was the other thing, man? Totally.
The fatalities.
The fatalities were really good.
Yeah.
We're good.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, you really threw me off with jumping on putting your 2 cents in there right away.
We don't agree that Kano carried the film. We don't agree.
There was two. Yes, I guess that was the other thing. Kano was hilarious and was very well needed.
Yep.
Yeah, I get that.
This was the other thing, and we could agree Raiden was trash, and so was Shang Tsung.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Raiden was trash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
They could have did better with that. Yeah.
With that being out of the way, I want to hear your guys' take first. Who wants to go first?
Wait. Actually,
okay.
I want to lift the movie first and have our fellas down there burn it down. That's how I wanted to play out.
That's how you want to play out? You don't want to uplift after the burying?
I want us to lift up first
Okay.
and then they burn it down.
So let's go in order of the
To where
screen.
it should be.
Biggs,
'Cause we might
since-
be going two up, and
Since
it might
that's
need
the
to
way,
be at a. You know what I'm saying?
since that's the way you want it to be, since
Yeah.
you're the first square, you're going first.
Okay, perfect. First things first, I gotta say this. My critique of the movie, I won't say isn't valid, but I guess for everybody listening, take this from, again, young guy, not familiar with any other of the Mortal Kombat films, like really at all, to be honest. I'd be surprised if I saw any of them. I maybe have. So this is from just someone who hasn't watched the other ones. So I don't know how valid this would be. But off of what I saw in the 2021 Mortal Kombat, I think overall it was a good movie, but what I really pinned down on with this movie is that it's the first of many. If I didn't know that this was the first of many, if it was a thing like Avatar: The Last Airbender, when they tried to do live action of that, it was like book one. You know, there's 4 books, but it never happened. So now it just looks like a trash movie. If I didn't know that this was getting more movies, or they had no plan to do more movies, I would have a completely different look on this film. But because I know it's the start of a universe, of a series of movies, I can say as an introductory movie into a new telling of Mortal Kombat that lightly references the video game story-wise, because they had all the Easter eggs in the games and all that stuff and the fighting and fatalities, but story-wise, it kind of like lightly references, and they're kind of pulling elements from each storyline. But I think it's a good, decent introduction to a universe. I think the Mortal Kombat movies from here can only get better, and I don't think this was a bad start. I will say one thing. I will stand on this forever. I don't think Cole should exist as a character in this movie. I don't feel like he has any place. He doesn't fit. He wasn't like the catalyst as I heard in the earlier Mortal Kombat where it had Johnny Cage. He was kind of like the catalyst for the new people, like, what the fuck's going on? He didn't really know what was going on. We were kind of like, Johnny Cage was holding our hand through the movie. Cole didn't really hold my hand through this movie. Like I kind of had to just see for what it was, and Cole was just there. His power wasn't interesting to me. I don't know what the armor is about, or the tonfas, or I don't know. Maybe they explain it more. Maybe it gets better. Maybe his story gets expanded on. But for what we saw in the 2021, the whole Cole thing, I can do without. Shang Tsung didn't do much. He kind of just established his presence, and then he sucked the soul out of Kung Lao, which is his thing, which was cool. I liked it. But other than that, he wasn't too intimidating, I guess. He kind of just sent his minions, which were whack ass minions, like a game rejects, like damn near DLC characters and shit. He's sending out.
Yeah, he did have third tier.
Yeah, like he had third rate characters he was sending out, and they got flawless victory and all this other shit.
Yo, Biggs, you're supposed to like the movie, bro.
I do like the movie. I do like the movie.
Okay.
There's a lot of negatives coming out, though.
I know.
There's a lot of negatives coming out.
Wait, you guys can tell me, even though we like the movie, you can tell me you like Cole and Shang Tsung. You already told me you ain't like Raiden. Huh? Like people? Like you two?
Yeah.
No.
Listen,
you like Shang Tsung?
I'm not. Hey, I'm just waiting for you to finish.
All right. So, anyway, I loved. Okay, here's the parts I loved. Okay, Jax, loved Jax, loved Kano, Sonya Blade. I liked Sonya, but I like Trav said when we were watching the movie, she kind of got her powers out of nowhere. I'm thinking it just came with the mark for her. I don't know.
It just showed up.
Mark. It just showed up. Everybody else had like a struggle to get the power, but hers kind of just came with the mark. She pulled in, pew pew, like she already knew how the fuck to aim them and everything.
She's been the block and everything.
I liked her for the most part because she was like so dedicated to be involved in this thing.
Inglewood, what you got in your hands, man? You got notes?
Oh yeah, he rewatched the movie again.
I'm done.
When I told him about this, he's like, "All right, I'm about to go watch the movie again, and I'm going to take notes."
Yeah, Trav, you stand no chance, man.
The man's prepared.
Yeah.
I like Sonya, I like Jax, I like Kano. Oh my god, I loved Kano. Every time he opened his mouth, there was gonna be something funny. Yeah. Something was gonna tickle my fancy when it came out of his mouth. Also, I like the Johnny Cage reference at the end of the movie. I was waiting for him to even show up in the movie. I'm thinking it's one of those cases where it's like they didn't show him in the trailers on purpose, but he'll pop up or whatever. But I mean, I'll take the end Easter egg moving into the next one. I'll take that too. That's fine. Scorpion and Sub-Zero, both awesome. Scorpion, I think Scorpion and me, I've heard a lot about Scorpion being done wrong in this movie. He didn't have a lot of screen time, but when he did, you knew he meant fucking business. Not only him, Sub-Zero as well. Scorpion to me was real deal intimidating. More so than Sub-Zero, who was kind of made out to be the villainous character in this film. Mm-hmm. But Scorpion was kind of like his vengeance, like his desire for revenge, the whole controlling his flame, going to hell, all that shit made him like, I was scared of Scorpion. I was scared of what Scorpion could do if he ever got his hands on Sub-Zero.
It still took two people to kill Sub-Zero.
Right. So Sub-Zero in that way is the badass of the movie, the bigwig of the movie as far as the villains go, and it took Scorpion and a descendant to kind of like join forces to take down Sub-Zero. But Sub-Zero's awesome. Like he comes into the real world or whatever and just fucking ice. Oh, it starts snowing. I thought I was in like a horror movie. It starts snowing. I thought we were gonna see the red balloon. Like that. I thought we were gonna see the red balloon from It.
Yeah, that's the feeling.
Like, yo.
I'm like, dude said it's July and it's snowing outside.
Right.
You in the ice cream shop? Yeah. Your daughter's gone.
It's cool. It's cool. I loved how everything looked. It didn't look low budget. There were some scenes that were questionable, but it didn't look low budget overall. I think it was a good experience for me. I didn't get up from that seat saying like, I should have did this, should have did that. It was there. I had generally just more positive things to say than negative. There's little nitpick things, but other than that, I feel like this is a great start to a Mortal Kombat cinematic universe. So I'll give it, if I give it a score, like from a critique from a movie, how it was, me personally, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. 7.
Okay.
Good. It was good.
Okay. Not bad. My turn. So, a lot of people already know how I feel about the movie. I definitely hit social media right away. And,
send shots at Greg.
Send something on Facebook and tag Greg in it. Yeah. That was mainly just for him. I know other people were going to tag on it, but I'm like, I got to put this because I already know he's got stuff to say. Before I go into, I'm not going to fluff this movie up. Okay. Was the story the greatest? No. It's a reboot. It's familiar. We already heard it. Earthrealm lost 9 times. If the Unworld wins one more time, they take over. We have to stop it. We've already heard that. That's what the first movie's about. But again, this is a reboot. So I'm just going with the flow of how they're telling the story this time. Right. Yeah. Were there corny moments? There was a couple. Not as much as in the first one. Because I've gone back and watched it, and there's a lot of corny ass parts in the first one, the original. This one, a couple of the characters, like I already said, Raiden was kind of useless. I will agree, Cole, although I'm curious to see how, because let's be honest, he's not going anywhere. Everyone says, I wish he's gone. I don't want him in the show. He's not going anywhere. He's going to be in the next one.
Yeah, of course.
But the only thing we know about this guy is that he's the final, line in the bloodline of Hanzo. That's all we pretty much know about this kid. And then he got his ass kicked throughout the whole movie and then becomes Colossus in the end.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Takes down Goro.
And then takes down freaking Goro. Okay. Besides him, I freaking enjoyed every single part of this movie. From the fatalities to Kano's smart-ass comments. I don't know. I guess it's just, I've been having, like I said, I've had this battle with people. Not really a battle. We're just talking back and forth. People have their own opinions. A couple of things people said was there was no character building. In my eyes, the only character that needed building was Cole. If you don't know who Sub-Zero is or Scorpion is or Johnny Cage or Liu Kang or any of these characters that are in this movie, I don't think you should be saying anything. These characters are already built. Their story's already built. We don't need development. Zero.
They did aim for some first timers though in this film though.
Hold on, real quick.
Okay,
because it was a origin story of sorts, or this is supposed to be the reboot of bringing everybody in that hasn't seen the movie previously and might not play the game. Kind of like how Biggs is, he never saw the original movie or the original 2. You needed a little bit of character building because they might not know the lore of why certain characters are the way they are.
I don't know the full lore for each individual character 100% from the beginning. But what I'm saying is the familiarity. It's like, okay, if I show you a picture of Mario, you know who he is. If I show you a picture of Sonic, of fucking Pikachu, of any kind of famous celebrity, you don't. What I'm saying is, they don't need that much character development,
right? And I think people are overlooking. They actually did, because they start off the movie off top with smoke between two factions, Sub-Zero and Scorpions. So you already know they got tension there.
They got beef.
Then they
will fight to the death.
Then they show Jax. And you kind of like, who the hell is this Jax guy? But then when Cole meets Sonya, then Sonya explains, yes, me and Jax special ops. We've been looking around the fucking world for this tournament. So you got a backstory of what Sonya and Jax is about.
A small one, but that's all you need for right now.
But that's all you need.
This is an introductional movie. That's what I keep trying to tell people. I knew, same as Big said, from the beginning, that there more than likely is going to be 4 other movies. Just like Marvel, you got the 4 main Avenger movies, and then all the other ones that split off. You got those guys. And was like, I just want Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Well, you know what? If you wait, just a little patient, it's probably going to happen.
But time out. Do y'all even remember the original Mortal Kombat movie? Yeah. Sub-Zero and Scorpion were brainless slaves to Saint Show. They just pulled up and just stood there.
Yeah, fought against each other.
And then they had one fight, and then Scorpion fought Johnny Cage, and Sub-Zero fought Liu Kang, and that was it. That's all you got. You didn't get any dialogue from these guys. Zero. You didn't get anything from these guys in the movie except Scorpion say, "Get over here," and then Natalie she said, "Get down here" or "Get up here." Some bullshit like that.
Much like what Bobby said to me earlier today. Why does everybody keep bringing up the old movie? Said, "Oh, this is a completely different movie. You have to take this as it is, a standalone. It's a standalone movie.
Valid.
And if it's gonna be the beginning of a universe, it has to be good. Like, first Iron Man was the beginning of like the whole MCU.
But that was a solo movie.
But my question is, it's still they give you more. They give you more lore about Scorpion. They give you more lore about Scorpion and Sub-Zero in this movie than you got in the 2 previous movies. Period. I don't even think you know their clan's name in the original Mortal Kombat. Oh no, I take that back. Because Sainso said this is Sub-Zero from this, and this is Scorpion from this, and that's all you got. Mm-hmm. And they just came out the door.
I mean, for me as a newcomer, I mean, I've played the games, most of the games, but even I thought it was pretty refreshing to see. Like, I guess I didn't know quite the magnitude of how deep rooted the beef between Sub-Zero's clan and Scorpion's clan was, that it dated back so far.
I mean, check out Scorpion's Revenge, the animated movie. Yeah. It's the same story.
Mortal Kombat Legacy is a good one to watch as well.
And then for this movie, Liu Kang, I didn't really know that Kung Lao was the original Earthrealm's mightiest or strongest or champion or whatever. Right. I've always seen Liu Kang as that. Now I'm seeing Liu Kang in a little brother seat in this movie.
Right.
Like, well, how the hell did he get to the flaming dragon thing? And you see as the movie goes on, I think they did a good job, at least for right now in this movie alone, giving him that little boost of, he looks up to Kung Lao. Kung Lao does this. Kung Lao eventually dies, and then that's where Liu Kang kind of. Maybe it was a little fast. He kind of just unlocked it. Maybe that was a little quick, but that was the. I can tell in the movie that was the character growth development. That was the device for Liu Kang.
Liu Kang, right?
Kung Lao death, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's how now he becomes do. So it was like, for me as a first timer, it was okay enough. I don't feel like anybody
enough. That's what I'm saying.
Strongest, or
you were given just enough character development to catch on, but I don't think it's enough to just say, "Oh, that's the reason why I don't like this movie." Nothing was developed.
No, there's more to it, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, but I'm just saying, I'm just throwing things out there of what I've read and what I've heard of people. You know, a lot of it is that some people said they didn't even like Kano. They said that it was a little too much. Should have not been as funny, or I mean, I don't know.
So what else did you like about the movie?
I don't know. I guess for me, when it comes to it, like I can sit there and watch the movie and just enjoy it for what it is. Like I don't want to sit there with a pen and a paper and analyze a movie that I watch, because in my eyes, I'm not watching a movie. That's supposed to be you did it for a reason, though, Inglewood. I watched it the second time for a reason, you know. So that's different. That's different, you know. I watched it the second time to get notes for this. I'm not saying, movie,
but take notes.
Right.
It's like
I get what he means.
Like today,
you go in,
Greg asked me.
Movie.
Transformers came up today, and he goes, "So you weren't sitting there saying, 'Oh, this is different, this is wrong, this is wrong.'" I said, "No, I'm not gonna sit there and jot things down while I'm watching the movie. Yes, I do notice it, but I don't know. I guess I could just overlook certain things and just enjoy what it's worth. And I don't know if it was the fact that all 6 or 7 of us were there, chilling, vibing in the mode.
This is a good night,
and just. I don't know, but we were all. But here's the thing: we were all reacting the exact same way at the exact same time to the exact same parts. So it's not like something would happen. I'll be like, "That was fucking whack. Why are you laughing? Like, why you celebrating that? Why are you celebrating that? That was stupid. You know, that didn't happen one time. And I think that's why it's just blowing my mind when I hear people saying, 'Oh, it was stupid. Oh, it was whack. Oh, the lore is this.' Or last night JT was talking about Sub-Zero 1 and Sub-Zero 2, and he becomes Noob Sabit, and they didn't do that right. And it's like, but technically, they did. Because they fought each other. They met each other later when they were an undead or whatever. They fought, and Shang Tsung took him back. So guess what's going to happen in the next one? They left it open for him to become Noob Sabat, which is what he is.
Yo.
Right?
You know why? You know, actually, going back to what you said, I think this is exactly why, because Lexx had brought it up. You know, of course, the plan was watch the movie, give thoughts or whatever, right? There, because he said like hot seat thoughts, like right after it screens closed, but then he wanted to revisit it after a month or so, maybe 2 weeks or so, to see if we was all just hyping it or if we, you know, if it was actually as good as we said. Because it's like you said, some people could go back and watch it and then pick those little things that you were too busy being hyped.
You didn't necessarily see.
Right. So that was kind of his idea with it. So I get that part. So I don't know, maybe if something comes up in 3 weeks or so that we see in the movie and we're like, actually, that was kind of ass. I'm one to admit it. If it's something for me for real, and if I watch it again and I was like,
if I watch it again and my thoughts change, I'll be like, yo, you know what? I did watch it again, and you know, I don't know.
Yeah. No,
I just went into there with high hopes. I know a lot of people went in with high hopes and was disappointed. I went in there with high hopes and I wasn't disappointed. I didn't let those little things like Raiden or someone else said the one-liners like saying flawless victory was kind of cheesy. That's the game. That's the game. That's the movie. Okay, if they don't have those little quirks of finish him or fight or flawless victory or any of that type of shit, it's just another fighting. It's just another fighting movie.
One question.
It's just another fighting movie.
With Raiden, were y'all expecting Raiden to fight?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure that was okay.
No. But he needs to be more valid. At least in the first one, like he shot people with the lightning and stuff like that, and he just seemed more valid. In this one, he just
did a bubble. He popped a bubble.
Yeah, he shot someone with the lightning.
We got 2 more guys to get through, so let's keep this moving along.
Yeah, and damn, I just lost train of thought.
Sorry.
Yeah, but no. Overall, I really enjoyed the movie. Yes, there's small flaws, but it's not enough for me to downgrade it and say it was trash. I would give it.
So what's your score?
My score,
He's looking for that score.
At work, I yelled out a 9 just to fuck me.
And then you changed it, didn't you?
And then I was like, it's a hard 8.5.
It's an 8.5.
If I'm being just like, legit with it, I'm gonna give it at least a good 8.
Okay.
I'd definitely watch it again. I'm gonna watch it again. I watch a lot of different movies that people don't like, and I like them. I find the like in them. It is what it is. So Trav.
The best. No, I'm joking.
Movie of the year.
Well, that's what I tagged in Facebook.
You guys pretty much, Biggs and Bobby, you pretty much covered all the bases of what I wanted to cover. You know what I'm saying? When it came to, I looked at this movie like they kind of looked at the original movie and built upon it. Like I didn't want to go into this movie and rewatch the original Mortal Kombat. I didn't want to copy and paste. I didn't want to see them get on a boat, go to an island, a tournament pops off. They flip the lunch tables. Goro comes out, breaks dude in half. I didn't want to see that again. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see something different. And they did it. They did shoot a shot at this new, hey, if you're the chosen, tag you're it. I like that kind of thing, because now it's like, hold on, there's more people with this tag on them. Obviously, Johnny Cage has one. Who else has one? And
it gives you purpose to keep it.
Right. And it makes people's death matter more. Because like when Kano died in the original Mortal Kombat, I didn't care. When Sonya snapped his neck, I didn't care. I just knew he was a bad guy, and Sonya snapped his neck on a beach. Cool. Yeah. In this one, it actually mattered when she did that because now she can be with her crew. Now she can be with the gang. You know what I'm saying? Because Raiden
and in a way, I didn't want Kano to die, even though I knew he was bad. I loved him so much, I didn't really want him to die.
Did you see the first movie, Travis?
Of course.
What do you know why she wanted Kano so bad?
He calling him
out because he killed such and such.
They got prior beef.
They had prior beef. She's been chasing. Right. She's been chasing. Right. But she's been chasing this man through clubs. She jumped on a magical boat and got over to Mortal Kombat, and then she was just in the tournament. What?
But you just said you didn't know why he was just some guy.
No. What I mean is that nobody cared about Kano killing her partner in the original Mortal Kombat. You can't tell me that you were like, oh my God, I hope she gets revenge for what he did. You didn't see
probably goes back to the same thing that was said
what he did.
Character development. Just a little bit more character development. So you're kind of going right back into that same thing.
So you're saying there was more character development in the first one?
If it was more character development in this one with just, the key
This movie was
characters.
An hour and 50 minutes.
Okay, it could have been a 2.5.
You think it should have been a 2.5?
It's Mortal Kombat.
You gotta make
one of the biggest names.
You gotta make it good.
You can do it.
I could have sat there another 40 minutes.
Thank you. It could have did it. It's one of the biggest names.
Right, I would have sat for another 40 easily.
Thank you.
What is Marvel's movies general at? What is Avengers?
Oh, they're at
2.5.
2.5.
Right.
2.5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It should be on that level.
30.
It should be on that level.
Bro,
one thing about Trav, you gonna reach in this Marvel bag. When all is lost, you're gonna be like, what about Marvel?
Okay, but you know what? Let me put it like this.
Okay.
The Mortal Kombat universe has so much lore and so much shit going on that they could have easily turned this into like an HBO, Game of Thrones series and just did it like that. And I think that would have been more acceptable. But I feel like they looked at how much money they made with the last Mortal Kombat, and it wasn't much. That was a failure. And they knew that they didn't want to risk too much. So they didn't throw a blank check at Mortal Kombat.
Well, what was the failure of that second one? What was the failure of that second one?
They rushed it out.
They rushed it out. Threw every freaking character that they can possibly put in there.
There was literally two returning characters. Two returning actors for the whole movie, and that was Liu Kang, which he was just a stunt double that just got the job, and Katana. Those were the only two people that returned. Everybody else turned down the role, said he was too busy, and said "fuck y'all." You know what I'm saying? And the movie ended up being what it was.
Raiden, the guy who played Raiden, actually came forward and said he knew that was going to be trash. So he just he just was like, nope.
Yeah, and then it was just nuts. You know what I'm saying? So of course that's what you're gonna get. So I feel like them taking their time with this. I'm kind of happy that I didn't get to see. That means that the next movie is gonna be at the tournament. It's gonna be lit. Like I can't wait to see what armies Saint Sean is gonna bring to the table. Like I can't wait. Like that's my main thing. Like I hope
don't blow your load in one movie. Don't show all your cards in one movie. They had the throwaway characters. People complain that those were the characters. Like you don't want to kill off all the good characters off rip.
Right. I just want time. Right. I'm kind of geeked for that. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. I enjoyed the movie. 7.5 out of 10. That's what I'm giving it. That's what I'm staying on.
They need in the next one. They need fucking Reptile in the uniform, man. I don't need them. But that's four-legged shit. But did you remember Reptile? But do y'all remember Reptile?
They gave you Reptile
in the original.
In the original one. In the original one, he started off as that first,
and then he got
thrown into it.
Yeah, then he got thrown into a
body. I need him in the suit, man. Like actually, like a fucking ninja. Reptile like a fucking ninja, bro.
All right. Let's get into Greg. Greg, what do you got? What do you got? Go. I know you got a lot.
All right, here we go. The movie, fight scenes, dope, lit. Everybody knows this. All the good stuff that y'all said was cool. Some of the bad stuff y'all said already. The thing I couldn't stand is they had Kung Lao. Like, if he was supposed to be so-called the greatest by his cousin, called him like he's supposed to be the greatest and all that. He did one cool thing with the fatality. Yeah, that was dope. I mean, I had high hopes for him to be, pulled to the top or the forefront of this movie, and it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen. He got killed the most suckerish way. Period. He was basically standing there, and Shang Tsung was like, "Get over here." And then, his cousins calling for him, running in slow motion, got his soul sucked out. I mean, it was trash. That's garbage. Let's see. Liu Kang. Liu Kang's supposed to be a badass. In all the games, he's a badass. In all the other movies, he's supposed to be the badass.
No. Deadly Alliance, he got his shit pushed in and broke in half. In Deadly Alliance, he was a zombie.
Oh my god. Are we talking about movies here?
We're talking about video games. He said video games and movies. He was badass.
So here's the thing. He's supposed to be the dude, right? He was the guy that they saw first of all. He was supposed to be the one to help train him and everything, and he couldn't do nothing as well. He got his ass handed to him by Sub-Zero, and he's over here like a nurse stitching up Cole's arm, and he's looking into his eyes like he wanted to kiss the dude, like he was all in love with him. I was like, wait a minute, let me go check and see if the actor is one of them K-pop dudes, because he was so trash.
Right. He was part of BTS.
Yeah, or whoever they are. Anyway,
they soft.
Raiden.
Wow.
Everybody knows.
Yeah. He was
supposed to be a dope sorcerer. I was disappointed. Trash as well.
At least he fought in the first one. At least.
Exactly. Melina. Why was she even in the movie? I don't know.
Notice how we didn't mention her. Notice how we didn't mention her.
Yeah,
none of us mentioned her.
So y'all, you think it was lit how she spared Sonya?
I forgot she was in the movie till he brought it up. I'm not gonna
spared Sonya, and Sonya came back and X'd her out. You don't like that?
Yeah, I forgot she was in the movie.
I already went over the fighting between the two chicks. Anyway, the choreography, trash between them is garbage. I'm just gonna jump into Cole, because the rest of the Scorpion and Sub-Zero, they were lit. Everything about the history between them, everything was dope. Let's see, Cole.
The problem lies within Cole.
I could see where they wanted to go with the storyline, and I can appreciate to do something different, but the execution was lackluster and poor. It just was. And you guys saying, oh, it was so good. They had this thing where, okay, now you have to, once you have the mark, you might have this hidden talent or this hidden power. Cool, great. You have to have it come out of you in some kind of way. And Biggs, you talked about it real quick. It's like everybody had to go through this struggle, this stress to get their power and not even master it, just use it. Sonya Blade got her power, and within 30 seconds, she's shooting the rings of fire when she comes back. And she knows, like, nobody knows, nobody can do that. That's true. All of a sudden, that whole thing where they have to learn their power and they have to bring it out of them, so through training and everything, goes out the window. So your whole storyline, you killed it yourself.
I mean, she was at the trailer park. Maybe when she ran from the trailer park all the way over to where they was fighting at.
On the way there, when she was riding the lightning bolt back, she was all like, I got this.
No. Anyways, Anyway,
what if it was already in her and she just needed the dragon for it to come out?
No.
But how?
That's not what they explained to us.
I don't know.
Okay.
We have to go on what they explained to us in the movie. Anyway,
right.
And they didn't explain us that at all.
Now, which is the biggest waste of a main character, I think, in any movie. Period, because he did not belong. There's no need for him in this movie. Wow. There was no need. Okay.
I thought the chick was his sister the whole time. I swear to you, I thought the chick was his sister. I thought it was his sister.
I mean, let me ask you this question real quick.
You didn't really care nothing about Homeboy anyway. So
we all feel that way about Cole now because we don't know who he is. Like I said earlier, what if in the second one they fill everyone's answers? Will you change your feeling a little bit on the way they did him in this movie? If they give you everything you need about him to accept him.
Possibly.
Remember, first impressions are important. So.
When you're trying to build a universe or a franchise, you got to come with something solid, and then you could
foundation.
Build if your first movie is shaky, the rest of your universe is going to be shaky. Like every DC movie is shaky.
That's like
what about Captain America? The first movie, I can't even finish that movie without falling asleep. But Civil War, I enjoyed.
You might not like it, but the movie is good. You can't pick that movie apart.
You think so? You think that's a good movie?
Well, a counter question to Steele.
It's not the best one, but it's good.
In Steele's case, a counter question to him would be like the same way you asked Greg that. It would kind of be like, and I think we've asked you this before on the pod, is if CD Projekt Red fixed all issues with Cyberpunk, will you play it? You kind of already checked out of Cyberpunk. So in this case, with people in Cole, they might have already checked out of Cole. No matter if they fix them and dress them up nicely in the second one, people are probably already mentally checked out of Cole. Me being
kind of like how y'all already checked out with Abby.
Yes. I'm not doing anything with Last of Us if it involves Abby because I'm checked out of Abby. So it's kind of like that. That's like the same thing. So, like, to me, I feel like first impressions are important. They could dress up Cole nice and they could transfer a lot of people. But I for me personally, and maybe for Greg, it may,
in that aspect, I'm willing to give it a chance, even though I said he was useless.
I got the answer for you guys. All right,
go break it down.
No, listen. What happened in the sequel in Mortal Kombat? What happened to Johnny Cage in the first 2 minutes of the movie?
I don't remember that movie because it was that trash.
Man,
Johnny Cage got his shit broke in the first 5 minutes of the sequel of Mortal Kombat. Johnny Cage, a main character, got murdered. So it was a revenge. After that, it was like, oh, we gotta revenge Johnny Cage, right? So what if they start the sequel to Mortal Kombat with Cole getting broke in half, and then his forefather Scorpion has to come back and do the final revenge?
He got his shit broke the whole movie in this one.
Yeah, he got
no. What I mean is Johnny Cage died. He died. He got murdered. So they need to murder Cole. If they murder Cole
and then bring him back, more people will be upset.
No, they're not going to bring him back. Bring him back. Johnny Cage never came back. He was dead. They killed him.
They never did another movie. But
they never. So
did you watch? Okay, you saw why Scorpion came back, right? How he was activated to come back.
Yeah. Yes.
So you saw that, right?
Yes.
So if Cole dies, there's no Scorpion coming back.
You think so?
He
has a daughter.
He only came back because
But he has a
grab
daughter.
the dagger. That's it.
He has a daughter. Cole has a daughter.
God. So you're gonna have this little girl fighting now? Come on, Trav.
The bloodline's still out there somewhere.
The blood's out there.
Bloodline's still out there.
One more thing. Cole, all of a sudden he's getting his ass handed to him by Goro, which is obviously gonna happen because he hadn't fought in so long, but all of a sudden he remembers all his skill and he's back into it. So he's a champion all of a sudden. Okay, I'll let it's movie magic. I'll take that. He finally gets his power, and now he's wearing a golden sweater. Is he supposed to be strong now? Is he supposed to have more skill? Is he supposed to be faster? He was still getting rocked until he got out his little cop sticks, and one was a knife, and then all of a sudden he can kill Goro real quick. 30 seconds, this man's laid out. Blood all on the ground, guts all on the floor.
See, that's how you saw that scene. Hold on. That's how you saw that scene. But let me show you how we saw that scene. We were watching it, and we felt kind of the same way. We felt kind of, oh, wow, okay, so all of a sudden he got his powers. He's getting it. Oh, okay, so he just has that weird gold shit around him now. Okay, cool. So, he's got the sticks. But then when he started killing them, we're like, oh! That's all we saw was the killing part.
Exactly.
That's all we cared about.
That's all you saw. Okay, I like the killing part, but you can't just all of a sudden. Kano had to like.
It's not a justified win, but it was cool to see him get killed.
This dude just like all of a sudden, I know how to use my power so fast, and oh my gosh, I got sticks now. Come on, like this stuff like that bothers me because
I thought he had
there's no continuity. And Bobby, we were talking about that today at work about Transformers. Like when you watch the editing in Michael Bay movies, the editing is the worst because there's no continuity. First thing you see the Autobots running. Next thing you know, Mark Wahlberg is inside Bumblebee. It's like, how did we get to here? The next thing you know, they're on top of a building flying. It's like, what are we doing? How did we get here? Why does the nerd have the rock that can save the whole planet? Like, what are we doing?
Greg, let me ask you something. Greg, let me ask you, did you for a second think that Cole had T'Challa's armor on? Because when he was getting hit, that bitch was glowing, and I thought he was going to do that.
And I thought that's where they were going with it. Like, okay, he's going to use that energy, and they stole something from Black Panther, and he's going to use it back. But he hit him one time with it, and then that was a wrap.
Yeah, like, I don't know if that was because of the suit or not. I don't know what that part of the suit was. I don't know why it was glowing when he was getting hit.
Probably because of the suit, or maybe it's like some kind of armor, but that's fine.
All I know is that if they put Cole in the video game, it's going to suck.
2 minutes after you get it.
Yeah, they just made him OP. They gave him his power, made him OP, and he got the dub. Main character, plot armor.
Like, all of a sudden, you pick up a sword, and all of a sudden you're a ninja. That's like that don't happen. You got to learn your stuff. Come on, man.
I mean,
and Cole was able to survive, but Kung Lao wasn't, and he's been training his whole life. Come on, bro.
Exactly.
This garbage, man. Listen, the movie
valid
was
points. I won't lie. Valid points. I still liked it.
It had a lot of points for what it was. Oh, and another big thing. Here's the main thing I got, and then I'll be out. If you show all the dope parts in the trailer, your movie has no chance.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that.
True.
And they did. They blew their whole quad in the trailers, and that's it. If I had to I gave this movie a 6. Now I'm talking about it more, man. It's a 5.5.
Actually, no, I just convinced myself it's a 5.5.
Wow.
Come on, man. Nobody wants to see
all right, Inglewood. Time to get in your notes.
Which card you using?
Without my notes, my movie. I mean, my notes on the movie. I watched this movie, I think 16 minutes after it got released because I was tired and I thought it was supposed to release at 9 on this side, and it didn't release at midnight for me.
Okay.
So I happened to wake up, hurried up, turned it on, and I was still groggy, but I was watching the beginning. I was like, okay, I remember seeing, clips of this whole scene with Scorpion and Sub-Zero. So I was paying attention, and that part really really drove me into the movie. Like, okay, so maybe we're gonna get everything on an intense level where whether we get background stories or we just move around the whole story around Mortal Kombat in the tournament, everything should be like,
aggressive.
Yeah, high intense.
Aggressive,
That opening scene with the kid being there frozen, like we all felt that. We all felt that shit.
All that. So
we all felt that. We were like, man, when he picked up the dagger and he put the rope, we're like, oh, now we're seeing where this shit's coming from. And he went in.
Like
then he went in.
To set the tone for the film.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, okay, cool. And then we went further, into Cole, and then Jax met up, and then everything. So I was like, okay, we're really going somewhere with this. Like it's still, giving us, little bits of stories, and we're using Cole as the main.
Sorry to interrupt, Bobby.
No problem.
We had this conversation about Witcher when we thought Witcher was going to be something dope because of how the fight scene went, the first one, and then we didn't get none of that the rest of the series, so it was trash. But continue.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I did feel that way. All right, go ahead, Inglewood.
Yeah. But I thought it was gonna pick up from there, and then like right around the middle when they met up, it did kind of go slower, and like they just started verbally talking things out, and I was like, okay, this is putting me back to sleep right now. And right there, I was like, okay, I'm getting kind of confused on here. I'm looking at stuff. It's looking like a fucking set from like Power Rangers, and they got tattoos, and they're like, we got tattoos. I'm like, okay, it's a tattoo, like, what the fuck?
It
just, I don't know. It took me back to thinking about this. It was either one of the Power Ranger movies or one of the Power Ranger series, and they have like tattoos and stuff, and they're in like a desert. And I'm like, did they use the same set as Power Rangers? Right there where
that's crazy.
Wow.
Wow. And then you remember that big thing that was in the background, that tall like tube, and it had circles on it. I said,
yeah.
That looks like Power Rangers. I said that looks like
I didn't get that
Lord
part.
on shit. Yeah, I didn't either. I don't know what they were cooking up or trying to say what's going on, but it threw me out the movie. And then, and then just the third act just really just kind of rushed to me. It was like, okay, let's hurry up, let's kill these off, and then let's win. Like everybody got wins somehow, the good guys, and then you might see Johnny Cage in the next one. And so the movie had like an awkward take on like moving around,
awkward pacing,
and awkward way of like just delivering, in between. Like if you're gonna do something where it does like different paces like that, you need to have it like connect, and like go along with the rest of the movie. And I don't feel the movie did that. Certain things I have written down that really took me out the movie, and even when I'm watching it today earlier, those same things came to thought, like, why is that happening? Or I don't understand that. Or
what are a couple of things if you remember?
Let me see here. Okay, I can save that. Yeah, I'm not buying. Matter of fact, I'll just read it verbatim. I'm not buying that Cole was able to save his daughter and wife while they were frozen solid for quite some time. Like,
good point.
Like even when I rewound it and played it right at that part, it happened so quickly. Like Scorpion didn't do nothing to help, and then like fire, there was no fire or anything. All of a sudden, he's spraying them from the ice. And they're like their face and everything returned back to normal. I'm like,
oh, you mean when they fought Sub-Zero?
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Oh, like stuff like that, and then like okay, so like we brought up about when Shang Tsung was sucking the soul out of Kung Lao. Right?
Yeah.
Hold on, Inglewood, say that again. Hold on, say it one more time, Inglewood.
No. Just keep going.
We saw how he was doing that, but if you remember, yeah, we all saw that. Yeah, but right there, like when Cole is supposed to be fighting, and then he just looks, and then Liu Kang is running down the way to come and save him, why didn't anybody do anything? Like
nobody did nothing.
Like Liu Kang,
Yeah,
throw a fireball.
I kind of said that too. I'm like, they just literally left it up to them two alone.
Yeah, and then even as they met each other, as they came together and like Cole got to grab him, like that was plenty of time to do something. Like, why'd you guys just
Cole could have did something,
anything? And so like there was things in there that I just don't understand about the movie, and they could have worked around a little bit better.
Oh, I got a question.
Yes.
After Scorpion did his fatalities to Sub-Zero, what happened to Scorpion? Did he just dip, or was he still in the room when Raiden and everybody pulled up? Was he still there?
No, I think he did.
I think he did.
They didn't show it. They didn't show it. I don't think. They just kind of moved the movie along after that point. That's what I mean by rushing. You know.
Yeah.
Some of this stuff they just
like
could have worked out a little bit better.
The editing teleported away in the fire.
Off screen.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
or they showed it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Probably why I don't have it written. Yeah, and like I saw something with Kano. Remember when Reptile ripped his face?
Yeah.
Right around here, I don't know if they did this on purpose, but they shaved this part of his head right in here, so it looked like Reptile ripped his hair clean off. And then later on, when they go to training the fight, the hair is there, right over where he got scratched.
It's one of those. It's one of those.
You gotta remember that if they gave Jax back his arms,
yo, this detail, like, oh my god,
the detail is
a little patch of hair is gonna.
No, I'm just saying. I noticed certain stuff like that.
It's like when you notice it's like hard
I
not
can sit here and tell you 15 things that were wrong and unedited in Fast and Furious, and we're still gonna sit here and say we love that movie. I'll sit here and I'll watch it again, and I'll watch it again, and I'll watch it again. And there's so many things wrong with that movie.
Okay, every movie usually has try to make a big payoff. That's number one, and there's always excitement throughout the whole thing. For me, not for everybody, not for you guys or anything. Probably just me and Greg here, and a few other, RTJ and Rashi.
There's a good
no. He can't call him out.
And
he's calling his back up. He's calling RTJ, Rashi.
It just wasn't that exciting to me. The movie. It just felt like okay, they went through everything and they did this and that and the other and. Okay, let me get to the second movie. Let me hurry up and get that second movie. Type feel.
It seemed like there was no urgency in the fighting. Like the first one, at least there was like, okay, there's souls to be won. He's got his brothers trapped in Shang Tsung. Maybe he can win the tournament. He got to fight the big bad. This movie, it's there. Who was the big bad? There was no big bad. It was just random people just fighting. And all of a sudden,
big bad was Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero was hunting them down.
Technically, because he was the assassin.
I think if I got to say something that is probably one of the most negative points that I would have to agree with is the storyline that they decided to go with of I don't care. I understand it's against the rules. We're just gonna go kill him anyway because who's gonna stop me? Kind of thing.
I like that.
I did think that kind of rule. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to see some tournament fighting, but I wanted to see one-on-one.
That was the sequel of Mortal Kombat too.
I was gonna bring this up too. I love that. I love that it was a tournament before the tournament. It was the unofficial fucking we're gonna fucking get an advantage in this bitch. Like they didn't give a fuck. They're like, it's a tournament. Fuck the tour. Why do I gotta wait till I'm standing in the block with these motherfuckers? I'm about to run up the set right now. And that's what he was doing.
Right.
I liked it.
Yeah, but he sent his A team and his A team got washed. So
but
he said he got armies and armies. He said
I like
that
the
was
balls.
an
I like the balls he had to just run up.
I don't know. I guess I kind of wanted to see something with the tournament. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's what a lot of people where they have their negative thoughts or negative feelings is that they also wanted to see something with the tournament. I get it. I see. That's why I see both sides a little bit. Like,
well, what's Inglewood's score?
Yeah.
I originally was gonna trash the movie because when I watched it, I was like I said, I was half tired. But after thinking about it and watching like a few reviews right after I watched it, I was like, okay, like I didn't give it all that chance that I was gonna give it. So I mean, it's average still to me. It's like 5 out of 10.
5?
Still average to me.
I've heard that 5 a lot, like everywhere. I've heard that 5.
Yeah,
that 5
it's
number.
better than just giving it a 0 or lower than probably midway. So
Yeah, because I only know one person to do that.
Yeah, Biggs.
Biggs.
You know that person, right?
You know that person.
You know that person.
I came home. My sister's like, that show's a 1 out of 10.
Low key, when I was watching it, when I was watching the movie,
You still call her your sister.
I thought that the fight scene that we were watching with Sub-Zero and stuff, I thought that was like the fight before the main fight. I thought we were gonna get this little battle, and then they were gonna be okay. Whoever's left is gonna go to the tournament.
Yeah, I could definitely agree.
That.
Right, I could definitely agree that.
I was like, what happened?
Right.
I'm sitting here trying to fast forward through credits to see if I was gonna get another.
We did the
30
same
minutes
thing.
of the movie.
It
happened so fast.
We did the same thing.
I was just let down.
I do want to.
I mean, y'all do have valid points, and I do agree on some of the stuff there. But again, I guess I just have this uncanny ability to overlook that, and the kid inside of me, just sticks with the nostalgia and just loves what it is for what it is, and that's it. Because I plan on watching this movie at least 10 more times.
Okay, well, I'm the same way when I like something, so but I'm learning how to see, like flaws in things that other people go, no, that wasn't all that, or no, it wasn't, as great. So, I'm just working with learning.
I guess that's how I felt. But I guess y'all feeling about this movie is how I felt about WandaVision, because I was never.
Yeah.
You guys in the Discord, Discord was blowing that freaking show up like it was the best thing on the planet. And every single week I'd watch it and just feel so underwhelmed.
Yeah, it's the same way.
I wouldn't say it was bad. I did not like it.
Hold on,
I liked it enough. Hold on. Me and my wife liked it enough to watch the whole thing. But I was very underwhelmed.
Hot take.
All right, go ahead, Biggs. Go ahead.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I will just say that this is the only thing I'll say. I liked the first episode. Kinda, I guess. I like the first episode.
Okay. No. Wait till you watch more. I
like watching fucking Winter Soldier in therapy, I guess. But
it gets better.
Way better.
I understand that, but episode 1 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier did not make me press next in that sitting. WandaVision did.
No. We will go to the receipts. Hold up.
Wow.
We will go back to the receipts, because every single person that I've listened and talked to has said the same thing. If they didn't give us the second episode, I would have never have watched past the first one. You included, Biggs.
But the first one, I clicked next immediately after.
Because you had 2 episodes right there.
No. I clicked next. Well, obviously, because it's available, obviously.
Hey, man.
But it made me want to watch
Hot take. It's the way that Inglewood feels about Mortal Kombat.
I had 2 episodes available for me, Falcon and the Winter
Soldier.
Same
way I feel about his performance accuser.
God damn. God damn.
Hey, I didn't make the voting, okay?
You know what?
Here made the voting.
It can wait till my next meal. That's pretty much how it was. It could wait till my next meal.
Okay.
You're also talking about a 20-minute show versus an hour show. So it's a lot easier to press the next button on a 20-minute show than it is on another 55-minute
enjoyment
show.
In general. Like, what makes me want to watch the next one? That's the overall enjoyment.
You'll get hooked. It gets better and better and better.
All right, so I got one question. Back to Mortal Kombat.
From the last year or so, is just it's not working. Everything over there.
Well, they did say they have announced that, even I think with maybe even Godzilla. Well, they said it particularly for Mortal Kombat. There was scenes that just didn't get shot because of the pandemic. There was reshoots that were supposed to happen that never happened, and they just had to edit whatever they already had and just hey, it's going to
Yeah, but
HBO
then-
Max anyways.
But I wish you.
Yeah,
I
but
kind of
we
wish
see
you
what
didn't
that
say that
does, though.
because I kind of wish you never told me that because then remember that big shit that they was talking like you'll never see fighting like this in cinema. More,
Right.
remember they were saying that? Now you
Right.
talking about
Yeah.
reshoot it though because of the pandemic. That was kind of like
wanted to in the movie. It's garbage.
But you gotta remember, there's a lot of movies go through reshoots. They get into the editing bay and they're like, "Damn, we could have did that a little better." And they go back and do reshoots.
Just drop the movie. Yeep, drop the movie.
The
But,
the
best
movie
fighting
my
that
question,
came
but
out
let's
that
put
had
it like
reshoots.
this: when do you guys expect the sequel?
Well,
Are we gonna get it in another year
I
or
sent this to
two?
Greg today. It just got confirmed. The guy that played Sub-Zero confirmed that he signed on for 4 more movies. So it's gonna happen.
Right.
I know it's
When?
not.
The
I'm not.
question is when?
No,
The
no,
question
no.
is
My question is
100%.
My question is, does it mean something for it to be pushed out like within the next 2 years, or you'll wait another 5-6 years
No, I needed to
and be happy?
No. It can't be
It's
5 or
coming
6
in
years.
2, maybe 3.
It's
depending
gotta
on
be
pandemic.
2 to 3 max.
Yeah, 2. I'll say 2.
I think 2's pushing.
If this shit
I-
is it's
you
it's
think
going
sooner
straight to
than
HBO
2?
Max.
No. I mean, 2 would
I
be.
think it could
If
be.
it goes past 2, it's not
It's
happening.
going straight to
Okay, so
fucking
3.
streaming. Man, make
I
that
see
shit in
3.
a year and a half, 2 years. They
Hold
already
on.
started
Be clear,
planning and shit.
Just because an actor signed his contract, that doesn't mean the movie is 100% going to be made. The studio can pull it at any time. Once they see the numbers from this and they see the viewership and it's like, well, we're getting a lot of 50-50 on this movie, probably a little bit more like 60-40 that it wasn't too great.
But what was the budget?
Shocked if a
But
second
what was
one
the
comes
budget
out,
though?
I guarantee a third one's not going to happen.
But what was the budget for
It's
the
not gonna
first
happen.
movie? I heard it wasn't that big.
Which one?
I'm talking about this movie that just came out. The
Yeah, but
budget for
what was it?
We don't know. We don't
no,
have
I'm
Lexx.
not, no.
We
What
don't
I'm
have
saying,
Lexx.
what I'm saying is that
We don't have Lexx for
if the
that.
budget,
Lexx, put it in the
wasn't,
comments.
if the budget wasn't as big as Avengers movie, and
No, I looked it up earlier.
Marvel.
You
We
looked it
reach
up?
the Marvel bag.
I guess you know what. I guess what. I guess I'll wait for Lexx because I'm saying that
Here's the thing:
if-
you can't come. I wouldn't compare.
It was
the two
55 million,
because
I believe.
A lot of people aren't going to movies, so you can't really.
55
Yeah,
million.
Right.
55 million.
So that'd be unfair.
55 million.
55
Right.
million. 55 million,
There,
Trav.
there,
was the
there.
budget.
55
The
million,
original
man,
was
that kinda
18
sounds high.
million.
So they were gonna
It's
the
unfair
original
to
movie was
judge it that way though.
18.
Brother, this movie is going straight to HBO Max and streaming. Shouldn't take no more than 2 years. I mean, I'm gonna watch it no matter if it comes out in 4, but
Yeah, I'm watching.
it shouldn't take no more than 2 years, bro. Like,
Right.
have a teaser by fucking next summer.
Comic Con.
Drop that bitch in February 2023. Fuck it.
Right.
They could do it.
They made
It's done, right?
22.5 million first weekend.
Because I think they only took like 3 or 4
Okay.
months to film the whole movie. They did it all in Australia. They filmed it right in Australia. Everything you saw in there was Australia.
By a new director
One
Right.
thing,
and a new writing
said
team.
Power Rangers, and it made me think of this. Inglewood said Power Rangers made me think of this.
The budget
Did
was
you guys notice-
the budget was 55 million.
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah.
I thought he
Did
said
anybody
65.
know- No, 55.
No, 55.
Oh.
Did anybody
And
notice?
worldwide, they only have 22 million.
Yeah.
Mm.
When did anybody notice when Shang Tsung used this fucking wand? That fucking scene.
Yeah,
Oh.
I wrote it right here.
What?
I wrote it right here.
Hold on, what?
Yeah.
I don't remember. What
When
Wow.
he used the fucking
At 50 minutes and
staff,
20 seconds in the
it was
movie.
like
Oh,
a Power
shit.
God,
Rangers
now.
dragon light. His eyes started glowing. I said, "What the?"
And then the barrier, I'm looking at it, I'm
And even
going,
while we were watching, I was kind of like, "What?" I was like, "What?"
I'm like,
I
why
have
is
to
it made
It
out
was
of
like a
lightning?
weird CG.
I'm
kinda-
rewatching
it was
it.
for a split second. His little staff
Okay.
was activating for a split second. It was like a CG thing of like the head of the staff, and his eyes started glowing. It looked like some Power Rangers shit, 100%, bro.
Oh my
They're doing some
god.
Mighty Morphin shit. That's exactly what that shit looked crazy. I just wanted to
You
know
talking
what
about
you
Raiden?
think about that. That shit
Yeah.
looked crazy to me.
When he summoned the barrier.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. He have a dragon on the staff, on top of the staff.
How
Was
that wasn't
how is
Raiden.
Raiden a god and he can
That was
summon
Bill
fire,
Murray.
but some regular
Who was
can
it?
just shoot it with his eye
Every
piece and
angle
bring
you
it
saw
down.
him from, he looked like Bill Murray.
What we
Oh,
say,
wow.
Greg?
Yeah, he did a little bit.
We said, Greg?
No,
What'd you say, Greg?
Raiden is supposed to be a powerful god. He sets up this all-powerful barrier to keep everybody out, but just some regular Australian dude with an eye laser can take it down in like 2 seconds.
I mean, he did clearly when Kano got his powers. He clearly said it was better than everybody else's powers. He said, he said it's better than that fire
better
shit.
Than Raiden?
Keyword.
And a character that no one brought up because I just hope we all think he's equally bad. Okay. Cabal. Nobody brought up Cabal at all in this discussion.
I mean, he was kind of a he was a non-factor.
Like
his biggest part of the whole movie was, come on, man, you know you want to be with us. And he's like, yeah, okay, you're right.
You know you want to do it. Come on, I got a hefty paycheck for you. Come on, you know you want to do it. Come on.
I did like his teleportation powers.
Yeah, his moves and the way he was moving back and forth and his sticks glowing, like that's what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of times when we had this talk, Greg, when we brought up Street Fighter. That all awesome movie from way back in the day.
They made a what?
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Listen, people always complain, but the moves look kind of cheesy and the moves just don't look right. You know, even in the first Mortal Kombat, like his whole Liu Kang's fireball was kind of like, yeah, okay, he just kind of punched him basically, you know, and then they put a little flame on his hand. I felt like they did pretty dang well with putting everyone's moves. When Kung Lao did that fucking I'm here out his hat, when his hat was in the sand.
He flipped out of the floor, yo.
We freaked out. We were like, holy, and I play he's one of my mains on Mortal Kombat 11. And that's one of the moves. Press down and up. Flicks the shit, whoop, and he comes right up on the other side. We flipped for the most part, majority of it. When Liu Kang did the dragon, we flipped out. Holy shit. The fire dragon. Okay, it was fire, not him transform into an actual dragon. But again, that's just me with my mentality going, listen, this is the best that they can do for it right now. I'm going to just accept it and enjoy it. That's how I go with all these movies.
Liu Kang.
I understand there's going to be certain factors that can't be done from cartoon / video game, i.e. Transformers, to movie. But I'm not going to let it stop me from enjoying the movie.
Can we trade Jax for Kung Lao?
I'm okay with that.
I'll be cool with that. I'll be cool with that.
Because Jax is corny as hell.
Matter of fact, you can take Sonya.
Yeah. You can take Jax and Sonya.
You can take both of them.
What?
Yeah, give me Kung Lao. Kung Lao was the shit.
Give Kung Lao back. Give us Kato.
Jax, man, y'all gonna do Jax? The movie already did.
Jax had the baby arm.
I said at work today, they gave him the Yamcha treatment. They gave Jax the Yamcha treatment.
The movie did Jax dirty enough. Y'all gonna sit here now and do him even more dirty. Nobody gonna support it.
Jax
I like when he got his arms.
I like when he got his whole thing to say.
His little arms punching the bag.
He did
he looked like Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
But then he was like, "Hey, Raiden, you can teleport anybody anywhere. Take me and Raiko, whatever his name is. Take me." Boom.
I got him
That was dope.
I mean, that was dope. The head smash. I mean, again, the mentalities and the moves. I felt like they did a very good job.
Business for Sub-Zero, man.
I felt like they did a very good job with it.
He got to.
One of the other things that I think JT said that he's like, he goes, because we were just going back and forth. He says, so you're telling me you're okay with the fact that Scorpion's dagger was just attached to a chain and didn't come out his hand? That was another thing that he said.
But that's the director's MO. He likes to put the fantasy into reality to make it more believable.
Yeah, that was just the creative vision he had for.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I just keep hearing these little things.
Before this movie, did anybody know where Scorpion got these daggers that he just shot out his arms?
No.
We just thought that was part of his power.
Then all of a sudden, you be like, oh, he was a gardener. He had the rope. He had the.
You remember the original one where it came out a creature and would open
that was another thing. People complained about that because they're like, oh, it came out. That was cool. And all of a sudden, it's this snapping dragon. Like, what the hell is that? That's not real. They complain about that. Now they do it this way. They complain about that. I don't know. Just like to complain.
It needs to come out of his kneecap next time.
With the next movies, but I think what they should have tried to do was like how Mortal Kombat 11 has like the kids of some of the older characters. They should have went that route. Be like, The tournament happened already, and we won
Mortal
one.
Kombat
So
all
let's
grown
go to
up.
the next group of tournaments.
Yeah,
and we
but
have like
they're probably
the
pushing
war.
towards
fighting,
that.
like what we got Jackson's daughter and all that stuff. Yeah,
right. Yeah, because they're
like I
they're
said before,
surpassed the
you gave us
tournament
a
now.
rocky
Now it's all
start.
out war.
Right. You gave us a rocky start, so it's like it's gonna be hard to bring us back for a second movie. What are you gonna?
All right.
Come on.
So if I had to
Johnny
ask you,
Cage
let's
can't
play.
do it by himself.
I want to ask y'all, you, Greg, and Inglewood. I'm gonna give you 3 things. I'm gonna have y'all play director.
Okay.
Y'all in charge, making the sequel to this movie. What are the top 3 things you feel they must have that either you need to see, or if it was you were in charge, you would put in there for it to be a much bigger success in your eyes than what this one was?
You're gonna have like an all-out war. The tournament. I don't even need that now because you already gave.
So
me
now
a
you
piece
want
of
an all-out war.
I don't need it no more.
I've heard some
Need an
people say
all-out
they
war.
already had too many characters in there. Now you want more. This is what I'm saying. There's so many things that people are complaining about.
But you're asking Greg.
I know, but I'm just saying. But that's one of the things.
Let him get his load off.
They don't have to be named like the hardcore characters from the game. We just need to sprinkle them in here and there, but we need an all-out war. Like in Avengers Endgame, you have the main characters, but you're fighting a lot of like the grunts.
Okay, okay, I see what you're saying.
And then later on,
I
at
see
the
what
end
you're
of the movie, you give me the big fight where Shang Tsung gets his ass handed to him by whoever. Pick whoever you want to do, but you need that because we're already past the tournament BS already. I need to see Raiden probably do a little something like can we shock somebody to death or light somebody's head on fire with some lightning? Give me something.
I mean, valid. Right now, he's as useless as Zavala in Destiny.
Why you keep shooting at him every chance you get?
Why? And then
Well, all right. What's the third one?
If you're gonna have Cole be a focal point for this movie, don't change the actor, but you have to have somebody you got to give him a little bit more feeling or something. The guy's just like
he was definitely
he's a sad little puppy, and he's just lackluster. He has
at that one point he's just all like, "You don't have it. You just need to go home." He's like, "Okay, I'm just going home to my wife."
Yeah, he just went home.
I'm just going home
knowing
to my
that
family.
he was
my wife.
The whole point of him being in the bubble was to keep his family safe. Now he want to go home and put his family at risk. And what happened?
Exactly.
What happened? Goro shows up like instantly.
Right, off top.
And then real quick,
before
he's like,
dinner.
"No, take me back. I gotta go. Now that I have my sweater, I gotta go back and save the world." Like,
now that I got my sweater. All right, Inglewood, what is your top 3 things that must be done differently or added to the sequel?
Make it much more darker, grittier, the story. Make it just completely dirty and grittier, and it gives you this feel of like, oh my God, are we in hell? Like, we're watching murders. Like,
so you would say enhance on the first 10 minutes of the movie,
right?
Because I feel like that was pretty dark and gritty. The way he was hitting people with that damn dagger, and you saw that shit come out the back of their head, and then into the next guy. Like, okay, so take that first 10 minutes and give a whole movie of that feeling.
Right,
I agree with that 100%.
Give me martial arts.
No, you always say give me martial arts. Number 2, more locations, multiple different locations.
Okay, not just freaking Raiden's temple.
Right, yeah, those 2 different. No, let's have all different multiple locations that we remember. Those different locations. The one that's like a sewer or something. Platform.
Yeah, they got the big ass bridges, and then you're in someone's temple, or you're in a dojo. Yeah, I mean, all these Mortal Kombat's got mad stages. How come we're always in just 2 places?
Right.
I can agree with that.
Expand on that. Like bring them into the outworld, and then push them out. Different places, and they're stuck there until one person dies. Okay. And then, if we can, try not to have any main character.
I was going to say take out Cole. I was going to say
take Cole out. We don't need Cole. We don't need probably a main character. And if we do have a main character, make it somebody that we really root for. Don't make it somebody who loses a goddamn
like
match
they did in the first one, where basically it was Liu Kang was the main character, but he was one of the guys.
What if Johnny Cage didn't have a mark and he kills Cole and takes his?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Movie's fixed.
Because if you remember, he said, I asked him, he said, "Oh, I'm going to Hollywood." So what if Johnny really does kick his ass off?
Obviously, Johnny already got a mark, but like
he looked like he was asleep.
Yo,
No, man.
Trav, you sleep?
No.
But what I'm saying is, if we do have a main character, have it powerful enough that everybody roots for that character, thinking that person's gonna win, and then kill him off, and then have whoever else wins it. No, because like you want something to throw people off. So kill that character off as he gets like to the last or the final last battle. Kill him off, and then now you gotta wait and see who's gonna win the tournament for the next one.
I get you. I get that.
God damn, son.
He wants a fucking.
Let's root for this guy and then kill him.
He wants an Infinity War ending. He wants him to get moved.
We just can't have Cole win because he's too young. He doesn't know nothing about his powers, and everybody else has been fighting like this for years or decades or hundreds and thousands of years. So
Cole needs to be like Ash Ketchum, bro. Cole needs to be like Ash Ketchum. He can't just fucking win the Pokemon League. You know what I'm saying? They had him lose. He had to fucking lose. Like, you're cool, you main guy, but you lose the Pokemon League. These are big boys in this tournament. He may have beat
Goro, but he got his ass kicked that entire movie. That entire movie. All right, well, I think that was a decent review. I mean, we got a lot of goods and a lot of bads.
I definitely do. For the
no one ripped each other's cameras off. You know,
for the purpose of the video, I do want to show. I think I'm going to show it after this, kind of like as a thing in the end, and kind of put a timestamp to it. But I want to show some of the clips and some of our reactions to how when we reacted to it when we were all watching it together, because we did record ourselves. We didn't record the movie. We didn't record the movie. We did have cameras pointing on us, so you can hear the movie, and then you can see us reacting to all the different parts of the movie. So I'll try and find some of the big clips where we did some good reactions and probably add them to the end here. But yeah, this was a long one, but it was an in-depth conversation. Both sides, we all kind of agreed on certain things and kind of seeing each other's views, good and bad.
Yeah. So some of the things definitely open up the eyes, but like I said, I can still overlook that.
And I can understand that. I can understand the hate. I can understand the like for this movie, because really, when you get a movie like this, it's both. It's good for some people who's gonna love it, and it's kind of bad on the other end where people are gonna be like, "Nah, I don't think it held up pretty well."
Right.
So that's why
I get you.
I said this to someone else, or I think I might have texted this real quick. It's like, movies that come from books and or comics, I want to say at least 95, if not more, % don't follow suit at all. One of the biggest ones that I've personally noticed, because I don't do a lot of reading like at all, was The Walking Dead. I religiously watched the first 5 or 6 seasons until they started wearing the zombies' faces as masks, and that's where I checked out. That's where I checked out. Okay, but I do have.
I have all the comics on my phone.
I do have all 3 Condendums.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that has the entire story. Right? Oh, each book, each Condendum has like 15 comics in it. The first 15, 20 comics, something like that. Basically, these 3 books go from the very beginning till probably season 4-ish, 4 or 5, something like that. I started reading it, completely different. The story kind of follows itself pretty dang good. The story itself, when going from Rick in the hospital to finding the wife to the Shane stuff to the farm it follows that line pretty well. But the characters, they don't follow. The 2 girls in the show were boys.
We don't have a Daryl.
Daryl wasn't even a character. He was just made up. Rick dies in the first fucking book, like in the first technical hour or whatever. There's a lot of different things. What's the name? Andrea and the old guy in the show, the one that owned the RV, Darryl or no?
You're talking about you talking about Herschel?
No.
Herschel
not the father. The old guy that owned the RV that was always on watch with the rifle and shit that acted like a dad to Amber. Dale. In the book, they were smashing. They're the same age.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, there's a lot of differences. And when I hear people go, "Oh, but the lore isn't exactly to a T, and his thing doesn't do this properly, and his color isn't correct, and he doesn't have his shoelaces tied the same way in the book," that really irks me because it's like, come on, they got to do it a little different. You can't. Nothing follows exactly to the way it was originally made. Look what happened to Game of Thrones. Look what happened to Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it was the same thing.
Completely went totally opposite direction.
But like it's like you're saying that, but it's like, okay, if next year or whatever Subaru comes out with a different car, they say, the STI is now rear-wheel drive, it's not turbocharged.
Here we
You're
go.
gonna be mad. Talk about
that's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen.
Why did they change it? You don't know.
That's never gonna happen. That's different. I'm talking about movies that are made from books.
It's the same thing.
Movies that are made from books are never the same.
You have to give the people that.
But how come when a video game movie is made, they are so nitpicky? That's what I'm saying. Why are they so nitpicky when it's in that direction? Video games
because you like it so much.
If anything, so
you don't like the comics or the books as much when you see it in the movies or in the TV shows?
Sometimes.
Nah,
but if anything, what they should do, take the video games that were bad or that we didn't really care for and make them into something, change their story. They could do that, and I'll be down for that.
It's like when they made the Dragon Ball movie. It was trash. The original content is so good and was so beloved for years and years. People hold it so dear to their hearts. No matter, unless you do it perfectly, no, I don't care what anybody does. There's never going to be a good Dragon Ball live action movie. It will never happen. It's just never going to happen because they can't have the actors do the same thing that they do in the animated series. It's just never gonna be. So don't make them. That's it.
Well then I guess that's the answer then. Then don't make it.
Yeah.
That's it. Give us Dragon Ball.
This ain't cinema and BS, and we at an hour 40.
All right,
go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah, it's already almost 9 o'clock. It's about my bedtime.
Oh, okay.
Any closing thoughts?
Yes, closing thoughts. Closing questions.
I think
give the movie a shot.
Yeah, if you like Mortal Kombat, if you really like Mortal Kombat, you like the video game, you like the lore, the original movies, you should check this movie out. It's not completely trash where I was like, yo, don't watch it because you're gonna be panicked. Right. You can enjoy yourself, and there's parts where you will definitely have fun watching the movie. Just, if you really, really like it, you'll find some things that you don't like, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
It's watchable. It's definitely serviceable. You're not going to waste your time. You're not going to waste your time.
That's it, man.
All right. Anything else? I'm sure we're not game releases. We got Returnal. Main thing we should be worried about on Friday.
State of Play. State of
Play on Thursday. PSNBS Live.
We'll be live Thursday.
State of Play, which is mainly centered off of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. They had a recent gameplay trailer came out that really didn't have any gameplay except for some gameplay without HUD, which if you know Biggs, you know that's not gameplay. So hopefully we get 15 minutes of some solid gameplay with Hub on the State of Play on Thursday. So make sure you check out PSNBS Live. We'll be reacting to it. Other than that, Trav, anything?
Nah.
Deals?
That's it, man.
Anything?
No, I'm good.
Greg Inglewood, anything?
Go subscribe to your boy. Subscribe to your boy on the YouTube there. You know what I'm saying? The Garage. Go hit me up. Follow me on Instagram.
The Garage.
We'll leave the link. We'll leave the link below for Greg.
If somebody's catching this for the first time, you know what I'm saying, hit the subscribe button on the PSNBS pod. These are my guys. I'm super, super proud that these guys are doing it and they keep doing it. I got pushing them. I got my foot on their back every single day. Yo, give us the episodes. Give us the episodes. Yo,
oh, you should have saw his face today when I told him we didn't do one yesterday. He's like, what?
Yeah, big fan, and I'm big proud. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel, man. Get the boys going, man. We gotta hit 100,000 for the guys real quick.
Whoa!
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Straight up.
We do. Yes.
All right, y'all.
I think that's.
Trav, you want to wrap it up? It's only right.
You already know, man. It's been the boys. PS and BS. We out of here.
Yeah.
This is how it originated.
Does that mean I'm going to get superpowers at any point? It doesn't. There's much to learn. The fuck. Only.
I think Kano is the audience. Kano is the audience.
He's the new Johnny King.
Now sit down, shut up, and pass me a fucking emerald!
What the fuck? Oh, that's his, yeah, that's his, oh.
They were getting him to pull out his power.
That was it, wasn't it? You all saw that. Laser beam! Better than fireballs, you pussy!
Oh my god! What? Better than fireballs! Cage. Fight for your rights. Coming soon.
What? Oh my god, there's another one?
They said this does well enough, so you can't throw more.
Yeah. Depending on the success of this one, they're going to do 4 more movies.
No wonder they got the better than line. Yeah, they got a lot of it quick. Yeah. Oh my god.
Cars are old pro in there. Yeah. I don't know how to see how we got there. So
they got Tom out.